Halloween is really a special time, isn't it? Especially for me. You can see why if you know who I am. Look up a little. That's me, a jack-o'-lantern. At Halloween time every year, I sit up here and watch everybody go by. It's a nice and scary time, isn't it? All those wonderful costumes and masks and makeup. I think about how much fun Halloween is. I also worry a little bit about the things that can spoil the fun of Halloween. Those kinds of things scare me too, but in a different way. For instance, look next door. That's where Corey lives.
Corey, have you got that pumpkin ready yet?
Yes, Dad.
Corey's going to carve a pumpkin with her dad.
This pumpkin weighs 50 pounds.
That's a big one. It probably weighs close to that.
Probably.
Come on here and set it down.
Okay.
Let me get the paper straightened out.
How's that?
That's fine. Have you decided what kind of face you're going to make on it yet?
A happy face.
I'll do that.
Now, a pumpkin's not easy to carve. I know that. You need the proper tools. But first you have to draw a face that you can carve.
So you got to be careful.
Corey's doing that.
That's a nice pumpkin face.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can cut the top off now.
Then you cut the top off so you can scoop out the insides. It takes a sharp knife. And you know sharp knives can be dangerous if they're not used right. I'm glad that Corey's father is helping her. It's much safer that way.
Eager to get inside?
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull that off.
Ew, look.
You ever seen the inside of a pumpkin before?
Yeah. Not that way.
Okay, now comes the fun part. Gotta start cleaning it out.
Getting my inside scooped out tickles me. It'd tickle you too, if you were a pumpkin. So far it's been fun. But look at Corey's hand. Kinda gooey, isn't it? Corey is going to carve the face with a small knife. Can you imagine how that knife could slip and maybe cut her? I hope Corey will do the safe thing. Good, that's a lot better. A clean, dry hand can hold a knife safely, and cut with it safely too. Cut slowly, carefully, in small slices, and always cut away from yourself.
Thank you.
Make sure there's an adult, or someone a lot older than you, who can help you if you need help. That's the safe way to carve a pumpkin. I'm glad Corey isn't going to spoil her Halloween fun. Carve carefully. That's one way to have a Halloween that's fun and safe. But what about having a candle burning inside your pumpkin? Well, I'm sitting on brick. But a candle and a pumpkin on a wooden porch might not be safe at all. A flashlight could be a lot safer then. But it's best to stay away from lighted candles that are inside or outside of jack-o'-lanterns. You know why. Well, not everybody carves a pumpkin on Halloween, but just about everybody does dress up in a costume. For instance, look across the street there. Do you see what I see? That robot is Jeremy in his costume.
Oh, Jessica, it's you. How do you like my costume? You look great.
Well, it may look great from the outside, but from the inside, things don't look very good at all. Jeremy can't see very well with his robot head on, and I don't think the rest of his costume lets him walk very well. He can't bend his knees.
How are you going to walk in that? I don't know.
It's hard for Jeremy to keep his balance. If Jeremy went out like that, he might keep losing his balance all the time. He might fall down just anywhere, and probably everywhere. Sidewalks hurt you when you fall on them, and so do streets. And streets are especially dangerous to fall down on. Jeremy has to be able to walk better if he doesn't want to spoil his Halloween fun. There, that's better. A costume shouldn't make you trip or fall. That's not safe. It should be easy for you to move in your costume. And you have to be able to see where you're going.
Look, Jessica.
A mask that makes it hard to see could get you into all kinds of trouble. There, that's much better. Jeremy can see well now and move safely in his costume too. Oh, but look at Jessica. She can't see much with her mask on.
It's too big for me.
A monster needs an ugly face. But does it have to be a mask? Makeup can be just as good, and it's always just the right size for you. Just don't get it in your eyes.
Okay. Another one.
If you're not too good at putting on makeup, get an adult to help you. Make sure your mask and costume let you see well and walk well, and they won't spoil your fun on Halloween. Of course, the reason you get all dressed up at Halloween is so you can have fun going trick-or-treating.
Grrr.
And I like to see all the children out in their costumes. But when I see them, I always hope they don't forget all they know about crossing streets safely. And I hope you don't either. That's especially important when drivers can't see you well. And for you to see the cars well, it's a good idea to take off your mask when you cross. Even though it may not be night yet, it's dark enough to make things outdoors hard to see, you and the cars. It makes me so happy when I see children look to their left for cars, then right for cars, then left again before they cross. You mustn't forget all the safety rules you know on Halloween, and especially because it's dark. It's safest not to cross between parked cars. That can be very dangerous. And don't cut across yards or empty lots. When it's dark, you can't see what's there. Remembering safety rules is very important on Halloween. There's something else that can help keep you safe outside when it's dark. You'll see right away. Yes, just as I thought. They're coming up my walk now. The people who live in my house like to take pictures of the children who come by.
Okay, we're going to take a picture for a treat, too. Everybody smile.
Now you'll see what there is about their costumes that makes it easier for drivers to see them when it's dark. Do you see how easy it is to see the bright colors in the costumes? Bright colors are easier to see at night than dark colors are. But there's something else. Some parts seem to glow from the camera flash. That's how those parts will look when car headlights shine on them. Those are just pieces of special tape that reflect light very well. You can put tape like that on your costume and on your trick-or-treat bag. Some costumes already have reflecting material on them. Making your costume and your bag easy to see makes you easy to see, and that's a good way to help make Halloween safe. The safer Halloween is, the more fun it is, for you and for me. That's what I think. But some people have a strange idea of fun. They think it's fun to mess up other people's things with paint. They don't think about how the people feel whose things are ruined. And some people think it's fun to throw things at cars and houses and buildings. But the people whose things they're messing up don't. I don't either. It isn't fun to spoil other people's things and make them unhappy. Some people even think it's fun to smash pumpkins. Oh no, that's not fun. Not for all the people who work so hard carving pumpkins, and especially not for us pumpkins. Whew, wow, that was close. Some people don't know what fun really is. I do, and I'll bet you do too. And I know they do. Trick-or-treating is always fun. But there are some things you should remember to help keep it fun. One thing is to always go out with friends. And have an adult come along too. Don't ever trick-or-treat alone. And if someone you don't know very well invites you in.
Look, tonight. Would you like to come in? I have more treats inside.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
That's right. Say, no thanks. And don't eat the treats while you're collecting them. Stay in your own neighborhood. Don't get too far from home. Don't worry, you'll collect enough treats. People are expecting you. And even if you don't stop at houses with no outside lights on, which you shouldn't, you'll have a wonderful time at Halloween. Some of you will probably still be out when it's really dark. That's when flashlights are an especially good idea, to help you watch out for places you might fall or stumble over if you didn't see them. But remember, don't shine those flashlights into anybody's eyes, especially a driver's eyes. That could be dangerous. It isn't hard to have a safe Halloween. Just look how easy it is to see those children when they cross. They wouldn't want an accident to spoil their Halloween fun. I wouldn't want that to happen either. Trick-or-treating is almost over this Halloween for Corey and Jessica and Jeremy. It's almost time for them to head for home. But what do you do with all the treats you've collected? A lot of them are things to eat, of course. But you don't eat them all, at least not right away, that's for sure. And there might be some you won't want to eat at all. Get a grown-up to help you decide, or at least someone a lot older than you. You see, some people think it's fun to play tricks with your treats. Watch out for candy wrappers that have been torn or punctured. That might be a sign of tampering. There might be things in the candy, so break open candy bars before you eat them. Cut fruit into pieces before you eat it, just in case something's been stuck in it. Watch out for things that look like candy, but might be medicines or drugs, or even poisons. Don't eat anything that doesn't look right. If it looks funny, it might not be so funny if you ate it. Treats are so much fun to collect. It'd be awful to have them spoil your Halloween fun by making you sick. Corey's treats won't make her sick, and I hope yours won't make you sick either. I hope you can have the most fun you've ever had this Halloween. Halloween can be a scary time, not because of witches or ghosts that we know aren't real, but because of real things that can spoil our fun. Just remember these few important things I've told you about. Carve your pumpkin carefully. Make sure that you can see. And make sure people can see you. Remember all your safety rules, and take off your mask when you cross a street.
Trick or treat!
Trick or treat in your own neighborhood, and don't keep any treats that don't look right. If you can do all that, then you won't have to worry about scary, real things happening on Halloween, right? Right.
Have a fun and a safe Halloween.
It's all new. The creature walks among us, more terrifying in human form. Striking at the heart of the city with inhuman fury. The creature walks among us. Horror unleashed by the daring of man and a dangerous experiment of science.
I have burned away the outer scale. There's a structure of human skin underneath it.
The creature walks among us. The grimmest cargo ever brought to civilization. Now a monster made even more frightful by human emotion. Bus Merle Oberon, Lex Barker in The Price of Fear. Two great thrill pictures on one program.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Richard Carlson. If I look somewhat older and more drawn than I have in my recent pictures, it's because of the harrowing experiences I've been having here in The Maze. The Maze is the first picture in 3 dimension that delves into the weird and terrifying world of the supernatural. If you're familiar with the exciting effects that can be achieved with 3D, you can imagine what happens when something from the great beyond reaches right out of the screen to clutch at you. Oh, and one more thing. After you've seen the maze, please don't reveal to your friends the secret of its story or its startling climax. Because you see, we think the maze will amaze you.
What fearful secret was hidden from the world for 200 years? Why was every door in Craven Castle locked at night?
I went to your room and I saw something. Something horrible. It was the most horrible thing I've ever seen.
It was your imagination.
It was something alive. I saw it move.
The terrifying story that startled the world comes to the screen in 3 dimensions. Shock! 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 In all the history of horror pictures, nothing so shocking on the screen. Corridors of blood.
Mr. Bolton, the committee have decided against holding any further demonstrations.
I tell you, I must have those chemicals.
The bargain's a bargain, eh, Doctor? You keep your end of it, and I'll keep mine.
Mr. Bolton.
Corridors of Blood, starring Boris Karloff. Genius or madman? Betta St. John, drawn into the deadly vortex. Finley Curry, who believed at first. Christopher Lee, the killer known as Resurrection Joe.
I can't sign that. I don't know how he died.
It's a favor for a favor, Doctor. You want your book? Hospitals want bodies.
And you take shock after shock after shock. Don't hold in your terror. Shriek if you must. A Nerdorama shocker. This picture is not for timid souls.
Fire! That's the only way to fight them.
Don't get yourself killed, Jeff.
How many flares left? 2, sir.
南太平洋の謎の島。鳥も獣も生息できない無人島に漂着した7人の若者たちが見たものは何か。
魚、海藻、ウミガメの卵、ヘビでもトカゲでも食えそうなものは何でも集めるんだ。
今日は言わしてもらうぜ。草を見たら一本一本引っこ抜いてその根をしゃぶってみる。新芽を見たら衣を口入れて噛んでみる。これが食料探しだろ。
脱出するか脱出するか。大自然と孤独の中で食料と水を求めて生々しい人間の生きる欲望と執念、パンチと裏切り。
食べ物に不自由してるように見えて。
マミ、助けてくれ。お願いだ。
ねえ、あのキノコ食べられるんでしょ。
あれを食べたらおしまいだよ。
愛子さん。危ない。ああ、危ないよ。人類の恐怖、マタンゴ。放射能が生んだ巨大な残虐無残な吸血マタンゴ。マタンゴにご期待ください。
Not since the cabinet of Dr. Caligari have critics been so enthusiastic. Never before have audiences been so terrified. Never again will you experience a tale of terror to compare with The Horror Chamber of Dr. Faustus. Here is a strange and fascinating motion picture that the London Observer compared with the ghastly elegance that often suggests Tennessee Williams in one of his more abnormal moods. A mature horror film that the Paris critics called worthy of the great horror classics of our time. Starring Pierre Brasseur as the depraved scientist who used beautiful women in the most frightening way imaginable. Alida Valli as the accomplice who procured the young girls he needed so desperately. Juliette Manuel as the innocent victim of a madman's perversity. The Horror Chamber of Dr. Faustus. Motion picture as fascinating as it is fantastic, as unusual as it is shocking, as frightening as anything you will ever see on a motion picture screen.
Larry!
From the exotic geisha houses of Tokyo to the back alleys of the Ginza Strip comes the terrifying news of a fiendish creature that threatens to destroy all who stand in his way. This is the frightening story of an American reporter in Tokyo who unwittingly became the victim of a shocking scientific experiment that turned him into a horrible mutant, half man, half monster, the Manster.
What happened? He got away. I think I know where he's going, to Taurus. Follow me. Right.
There's panic in the streets as the unheard-of terror of a half-man, half-monster runs wild through the city. There he goes! Don't miss The Manster, a genuine thriller in the most frightening sense of the word.
Seize the only specimen of the Mariphasa plant in England. That flower is the only known antidote for werewolfery. A very interesting folk tale, but of no value to the police. I warn you, sir, unless you secure this plant, there'll be an epidemic that will turn London into a shambles.
When my experiments are completed, I will show their results to the entire world. Not before.
Remember this, Dr. Glendon. The werewolf instinctively seeks to kill the thing it loves best.
You brought this on me that night in Tibet. Sorry I can't share this with you.
I found the Polaroid picture in the dollar store frame, and I captured the feeling. I wanna catch her again. I recall your Halloween games. I wanted to tell you, but you wouldn't ask. I wanted to see you without your mask, and I waited for you, but you never came back, and you left me standing, holding empty tricks like you want me. And I won't treat you like any other. Bite your lip and it haunts me. I recall your Halloween games. I wanted to tell you, but you wouldn't ask. I wanted to kiss you under your mask, and I waited for you, but you never came back, and you left me standing holding an empty bag. I recall your Halloween games. I wanted to tell you, but you wouldn't ask. I wanted to see you without your mask, and I waited for you, but you never came back, and you left me standing holding an empty bag.
Way down in Transylvania, where the bump in the night is loud. Dead punks pump up the tune for the 6 feet under crowd. Here's a skeleton Saturnalia, rattling, rockin' rave. A zombo, mambo, jukin' jive, oh, watch them dry bones misbehaving. Hold on the floor tonight till you give up the ghost. Break a leg, y'all. Spin your partner in the grave to the groove that moves you both. Get a boogie. Raise up the past away. The past can't stop the step. Break a leg now. Dip your soul made by the spine. You're not too late to sweat. Skeletons of hellish fun in the belly of the underside. Good ghastly ghouls grinning white like fools, cause they don't got skin to hide in. Boogie hard to the beat, from your skull to your feet, fall apart at the final song, yeah. Slam a cup of cold milk in the track, flip steel so your bones might last that long. Hold on the floor tonight till you give up the ghost. Break a leg, y'all. Spin your partner in the grave to the groove that moves you both. Get a boogie. Exhume the room, now funeral tune. Said let's start the bass for doom. Break a leg now. Don't play your ribs, that bit's for kids. The real shit goes like this.
Decompose yourself for unwind spine and mind only the music. This final form is epitaph, so shake your leg and lose it. 1 foot wigglers shilly down below the cemetery ground. Dusty old departed souls won't leave their dead shoes buried now.
Hold on the floor tonight till you give up the ghost. Break a leg, y'all. Spin your partner in the grave to the groove that moves you both. Get a boogie. Raise up the past away. The past can't stop the step. Break a leg now. With your soul made by the spine, you're not too late for death. You're not too late for death. Get a boogie.
A quiet midnight ride alone through moonlit woods, a long way home. Old ghost story on his mind, how in these parts the Hessian died, a soldier who refused to rot in some old battles I forgot. They say your cannon took his head, but I'll ride on with yours instead. You can tell yourself it's just a legend, but think twice if you feel your soul. When the wind rises on Sleepy Hollow, so cold. He passes through a shadowed glade, the Hessian soldiers' unmarked grave. A chill at something from behind, the sound of hoofs, a dead man's shade, a headless figure, black as the night, yet somehow laughing loud with spite. The traveler screams and takes the reins, a frantic race for his dear life. His dear life. You can tell yourself it's just a legend, but think twice if you feel your soul. When the wind rises on Sleepy Hollow, so cold. A quiet midnight path alone, they say the restless dead call home. These days a mystery, what became of a traveler named Crane? When the wind rises on Sleepy Hollow, so cold.
Watching you silently conscience doing a better job than a hired gun. And I know you heard this, twitching at the noises, wondering how long it will be before I'm knocking at your door. Rest in your first regrets and all those things you said and all those things you did and the things you were to me. Rest as your biggest fear. It's gonna all you give and watch you tirelessly.
The way you smile, the day you had to go. It was our last, it happened so fast. It's been 4 years cold. I've stayed inside, had it eating at me, hoping at last the you from the past would come back to me. Back to me. And I've been searching, fully lost. Don't think I'd ever tried so hard. I didn't know where to find you. Felt like I was resigned to death in all its glory, ready to come through. But then I met these women, told me I couldn't be done in. They said to down this potion, a sign of devotion. Next I was transcending power spark. Destiny came and played its part. My current resolution, such a simple solution. I'm off to live, my darling, no more seclusion. It's true I've changed, not all that strange. Don't cry for me, I found a brand new way of living underneath the moon, part of the sky. This is what it means to fly. Darling, don't you cry. Under the moon, part of the sky. This is what it means to fly. I'm gonna become a witch. Darling, goodbye. It's so amazing. I'm in the making. Girl, leave me free. Is this feeling alive? Full moon at night. The taste of power on my tongue. I wish to swear allegiance. If all are in agreement, show me the witch's coven. Let us be demons. And all these pleasant women told me that I'd fit right in. The 13th to their coven. Is this too sudden? It's true, I've changed. Not all that strange. Don't cry for me. I found a brand new way of living underneath the moon. Part of the sky. This is what it means to fly. I'm black, but darling, don't you cry. Under the moon, part of the sky. This is what it means to fly. I've gotta become a witch. Darling, goodbye. Oh, there's a lot that's needed to keep the magic in me satisfied. I'm not a vampire that needs feeding. Matter of fact, I've never felt as alive. So trust that it's quite alright. We can't be like we used to. You'll see the day, I'll love the night.
most like to spend my All Hallows Eve alone in my home drinking loose-leaf tea. But after a knock on my door, I found on my step Dracula, Frankenstein, and Imhotep. And they said, trick or treat, stand on my feet, give me something good to eat. So I give them each a penny sweet, afraid of the curse they might lay on me. And my gift for a year will be to keep them at bay, for they all went to be on their way. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. There's ghosts and there's ghouls, there's demons most foul, vampires and zombies, and for some reason an owl. So don't go out tonight. You won't come back alive. There's mummies and monsters, there's ravens, spiders and bats, there's witches and reapers, and quite a lot of cats. Tonight just stay in bed. Oh, you'll wind up undead. No, Mr. Zombie, you can't have my brain. No, Jacob Marley, I won't break your chains. No, Mr. Devil, well, I don't want to sin. But no, Mr. Vampire, you can't come in. Well, no, Mr. Fairy, I won't make a deal. No, Mr. Banshee, I won't hear you squeal. No, Mr. Werewolf, I won't throw your bone. Will you all just please leave me kids are knocking, they're trick-or-treating. Oh dear, what should I do? Should I put their flesh in my stew? Hey kid, come inside, I have some tasty sweets here. Now will you be a dear and let me eat your inside? So blue, it's Halloween, we should be happy. Let the madness ensue, 'tis the season to be jolly. The
everyone you know goodbye as I sing you a sweet lullaby. Let's not look so blue, it's Halloween, we should be happy. Let the madness ensue, 'tis the season to be jolly. Let's not look so blue, it's Halloween, we should be happy. Let the madness ensue, 'tis the season to be jolly. Oh, where did everyone go? I still have a few tricks to show, and we've yet to have food. I even made something good, made of ginger and human liver. Yes, with an old friend for dinner. But why did they go away? We still have games to play. Hey, you, the one listening, please tell me what's happening. Oh, never mind, just come here. There's something you must hear. Boom! Let's not look so blue, it's Halloween, we should be happy. Let the madness ensue, 'tis the season to be jolly. Let's not look so blue, it's Halloween, we should be happy. Let the madness ensue, 'tis the season to be jolly. When you lose yourself, you know I'll be there, approaching with stealth. But please don't be scared. Give the apple of knowledge, but it will really be drugs. Emotional bondage, you'll beg for my hugs. As the music loudens, you're moving with the dance. You'll be hallowed in, my touches will entrance. The hallucinations will take you beyond, towards our damnation, can't break erotic bonds. I'm the demon of disco. I'm the demon of disco. I drown inside the rave. That version, Jesus Christo, you're my worshipful slave. Mesmerized, enchanted, longing for my kiss. Your wishes will be granted, hypnotized in bliss. You're captured by my stare, enraptured by my taste. Take you to my lair, legs wrapped around my waist. And with the beat still pulsing, you merge into my soul. The pleasure is convulsing, you fall into the hole. Your longings, they betray you, fearing someone but you trust. Trembling as I lay you on the bed, you filled with just my sexy possession. You're deep within my spell, I'm your sensual obsession. You'll follow me to hell. I'm the demon of disco. I'm the demon of disco. I'm deep inside your heart. Holstering my pistol, we'll never be apart. Spellbound and beguiled, longing for my kiss. On your eyes, God, I
receive your seat. Your willpower sees its death. But now your hopes are realized. I have you on your knees. Your body has been energized. Your thirst and hunger pleased. I baptize you with my fire. You're surprised, how could it feels? Surprised by your desire. Your morning carnal squeals. Though you are in danger, I'll make you feel secure. I'm the tall, dark, handsome stranger, agent provocateur.
I'm the demon of disco. I flow inside your veins. Captured with my crystal, I pleasure you with pain. You cry out for me breathlessly. The euphoria's too much. Enthralling you with ecstasy, yearning for my touch.
Down the street and around the block, there's a body virgin with a rock. The blood is everywhere. It's like a second set of paint. Slumped down in an armchair. The killer show of no restraint. Two hours later, there's another body found in a field of poppies with another note. They wrote, "Too late, too late." Baseball bats and boogeymen come running down the street. They're coming and they're screaming, "Trick or treat." But that's nowhere near the worst we'll meet tonight. Let's hope you don't die of fright. Still there goes some ghouls around, banging on the doors. They're saying trick or treat, and honestly, I'm kinda scared. One ghost soon disappears, and rumors start to appear. Your luck's enough and you think it'll stop me killing, but those can't stop me. Baseball bats and boogeymen come running down your street. They're coming and they're screaming, "Trick or treat." But that's nowhere near the worst we'll meet tonight. Let's hope you don't die of fright. Baseball bats and boogeymen come running down your street. They're coming and they're screaming, "Trick or treat." But that's nowhere near the worst we'll meet tonight. Let's hope you don't die of fright. I'm looking through your window. Don't try to be a hero. A night sparkles in the moonlight. They call me a blind. Upon the sound, I crawl in and scream to calm down. Your tears taste so good. Look close, the hardwood. I stroke